Peace fam, this is the Everyday Entrepreneur with Coach T, your brand amplifier. This is where everyday entrepreneurs get real coaching, real strategy, and real amplification. Let's get to your next level.
What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another beautiful episode of the Everyday Entrepreneur. I'm Coach T, and today we're coming from the My Selfie Museum again, and we've got Miss Kimberly Myrick of So Salsa. I cannot wait to get into it with her, with y'all, so that y'all can hear about the journey and all of the things. Listen, she a whole vibe. You see this beautiful sister? We've already been getting it in and having a good time, and now it's time to, just share that with you a little bit, I guess, supposedly, okay? So I don't want to talk too much. I want to get right into it. So without further ado, y'all welcome Miss Kimberly Myrick.
Hello, everybody. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, Queen. Yes. And thank you for saying yes. I appreciate you.
Absolutely.
Seriously. Tell the people who you are, how you serve. Let's get right into it.
Sure. Well, my name is Kimberly Myrick, and I'm originally from California, but I live in Richmond, Virginia now, and I am the owner and CEO of So Salsa, LLC.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, come on. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so you're the owner and CEO of So Salsa. That's the reason why we're here.
Yes.
Because I was like, wait a minute. So she in there cooking salsa in the kitchen?
In the kitchen.
Fresh.
Salsa.
Right? And showing up in places and giving people salsa?
Yeah.
I need to know her. I need to know her ways. I need to invite her and ask her questions. So that's why you're here in the first place. Because I'm a big salsa fan.
Oh,
and I saw that and I was just like, okay, Black woman. And so I was really impressed with that. Okay, so that's who you are.
Yes.
Why don't you tell me who do you serve? Let's start with who.
Yes, so...
Because I know everybody that has a mouth can eat, technically. Right?
But certain people like good salsa. And fresh salsa is really hard to find in the stores.
Yeah.
So those people who really like a good fresh salsa, pico de gallo, chilled, that's what I'm here for.
Okay.
That's where I came from. When I first moved here to Virginia, I could not find it anywhere. And I was very upset about that.
Okay.
So just went home, made my own salsa, used my own stuff, but every once in a while, I don't have the time, run to the store, and I didn't like anything I had.
Yeah.
So I was like, let me see if I could bring this to the masses. So I'm here to serve those people that want a good tasting fresh salsa and know what that tastes like. So,
yes. And so I'm gonna ask one more time because I want to make sure I'm clear, right?
Yes.
I know there's a lot of people with mouths, and so that may make us say, oh my gosh, I serve everybody. So I'm asking you, who's your client?
My client is people who
people who got mouths. Got her. Too early. It's too early. I'm sorry. Since I got you.
But I know what you mean. But it's like, and I guess I could still be trying to figure that out. Being honest.
Yes, because we here for that, right?
That's kind of something I'm still, looking into exactly that niche because everybody I know loves food. We all like to eat. We like to get fat. So I'm thinking anybody who likes salsa. But I know there's people that really have a sensitivity about authenticity about this salsa. Yes. I'm not a Mexican American. I'm not, I am a Black woman, obviously, but I like good food just like everybody else. So I'll be honest, I'm going to try to figure that out and tailor that down.
Well, maybe we can do that a little something. We get into a little something about that today. Yes. But listen, this is a part of your story that I know that you didn't tell the people. And so I want to make sure I bring you back because you mentioned something just now. You said, I'm not Mexican, right? No, right? However, you were inspired by some of our Latino sisters and brothers. Let's tell the people about that.
Sure. So I grew up in California, in Los Angeles, and that's all we did. We ate Mexican food. Everything we ate was with a tortilla. Here's a biscuit or some bread, something like that. But my one of my close friends growing up, her grandmother taught my mom how to make salsa. Okay. So now it's not the same that I make, but it's definitely inspired by that. Yes. And, and so since then, my mom kept it in the fridge and, she just throws something together, no measurements, nothing like that.
Don't need that.
Yeah. But, and we put it on everything, put it on eggs. We, season our food with it. Chicken, pork, shrimp, fish, anything you want.
All the stuff.
Yeah, so I grew up keeping a jar of salsa in the fridge for just
ready for everything.
Ready for everything, snacking, cooking, anything. So
I love that.
That inspired me. And so, and both of us, she wound up moving to Colorado. At the same time, I moved to Virginia. Okay. And so, every time we got together, my love first was guacamole. I didn't even start off with salsa. It was guacamole, but So yeah, that was the inspiration, and her grandmother authentically made it, and hers was super spicy. She put a whole bunch of peppers in there.
Okay.
So too spicy for me. Too spicy for me. But yeah. So then, but as I got older, I revamped. You know what we normally did, made it my own.
Yeah.
And that's how I came to do it. And pico de gallo. So I say salsa, which is more blended.
Yes.
Pico de gallo is chunky.
Yes.
So it depends on the texture that you want. You know, pico de gallo you can use on your omelets. It's spread. You know, it's not as spread. It doesn't spread as much as salsa, but it is definitely an individual flavor. You can taste every single flavor.
Correct.
You know, and then your regular blended salsa is like the stuff you get in the restaurants, and it pours really nice on things. So it's just about the texture that you want.
Listen, girl, I see you falling in love over here. You better fall in love. You better talk about the salsa. Listen, if you ain't talking about the salsa like this to me, don't talk to me. Do you see? She was like, yes.
I talk about it all day.
Listen, she put that thing on everything, like Frank's Red Hot. Y'all heard the woman. I love that. I love that.
Everything.
And listen, I have very similar roots in the aspect that, you know, I grew up with salsa being something that was big in my family, and, you know, chips and just, you know, a lot of savory things and stuff like that. And so I really, really appreciate, you know, you having something like that you value and making it your own, right? Evolving it and allow it to grow with you, right?
Absolutely.
And so, so I heard you say, hey, everybody likes salsa, or it's for everyone, right? But that could be one of the things that, you know, could be a challenge, possibly, that, you know, when we're looking at, just in case we want to niche down, right? What does that look like? What have you considered?
Well, I have considered a host of things, like just in terms of where can I take this, right? I mean, again, we eat it in our living rooms. Where can I take this? Restaurants? Everybody needs a real good salsa. Taco shops open up all over the place, right? You know, is it you know, supermarkets, retail, which I'm exploring right now? Is it a delivery option? I am just open
all of the
to
things. All of the things.
I'm open to everything. But I just don't want to lose that integrity of the product. You know, in discovering all of that. So
how long have you been doing this?
So the business, I've been in business since 2022, August of 2022. I really started selling in 2024, 2025. That's when I first started. And
so we're a year or two in that thing. And right now we're cooking it. We know it tastes good. A lot of people buying locally, right? We're really looking to stretch, evolve, see what we can do with it, you know, getting bigger, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, got it.
Want to, you know, get it to the masses, but again, keep that integrity. Small batch right now. It's just me. So as you asked before, like, where do I see it going? You know, developing a small team to try to maybe increase the volume, scale a little bit, but all within reason. I want to do it in a smart way, and, you know, just for it to make sense.
I absolutely love that. I absolutely love that. Okay, and so I've got to ask, you know, what kind of challenges have you had in your business? You know, so it sounds like we're 2 years in, or plus or minus 2 years right now, and we're talking distribution. You're talking about all kinds of stuff, and so I know the end. Right. I got the end in mind, but where are you right now, and what challenges are you having?
So right now, Coach T. One of the major challenges for me is balance, of course. So aside from business, you know, I have a regular life. I work at 9 to 5. I have 2 beautiful children, running this business, and I'm in school. So it's, you know, I always try to remember that, you know, God is the center, and so just do what you're supposed to do, and things can fall into place. But still, on a day-to-day, on a human level, balance is still kind of hard. And so in everything that I want to do, I'm trying to be patient, as well as, you know, still try to push and you know, be open to opportunities. But balance to me is kind of difficult. You know, there's always something that's going to fall short if you put your priority in something else. So you know, I haven't let me say no to things. And when I went back to school, I'm like, okay, I got to do this now because I'm focused. What am I going to do though when the farmer's market season comes? You know what? Don't worry about it. Just do it and let
figure
the chips
fall.
fall. So it's just that balancing. I think balancing. And then the other challenge for me is kind of like just keeping order in things. You know, one of my I guess, assumptions is that when people have businesses, oh, they're on top of everything. They're on top of their finances, they're on top of bookkeeping, they're on top of, managing, everything's perfect. Like, that's what I really thought.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I'm struggling in those areas
in these
of
areas.
keeping track. And because I'm also learning along the way. I know some entrepreneurs, but I don't know anybody in retail for salsa. So I'm learning things differently on like just how to manage better, manage my inventory. So I struggle there. I have my little system, but I struggle. Everything costs money. So it's also what you bring in. You got to output and have to do that in a smart way.
Yeah.
So trying to learn everything my own, but no, I don't want to be that person though. Some people can't let go of stuff. I don't mind letting go.
Okay. She's like, girl, tell me something to let go right now.
Yeah.
Please and thank you.
Yes.
Please and thank you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the challenges to me probably are just balancing everything while staying motivated.
Yeah.
It gets hard at times, and then probably just managing the actual business. Just
the
keeping
day-to-day
track.
stuff.
Yeah. I want to see the scale. I want to see where I'm falling short. I want to see where I could maybe cut back here, so bringing a little bit more money here.
Sure.
So those are my main challenges.
So let's break this thing down, because I hear balance, right? And so, but then once you got into it, right? Yeah. I didn't hear balance anymore. So let's kind of talk about this. So one of the biggest challenges you're having right now is finding the value of your time. Yeah. Right? Yeah. And putting it in the place where it belongs.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And so let me ask you a question. How are you with your calendar? What's your relationship with your calendar?
I need it to survive. I have like a personal calendar, and if you look at it, it looks crazy. It's colorful. And then I have my work calendar, but still, even with the calendar, I laugh. My mom jokes me because even with my calendar, I'll still forget something.
Sure.
That same day. Yeah. I'll try to put a reminder and things like that, but I probably, again, organizing is still, I might try my way, but maybe there's a better way to do it. But I do depend on my calendar.
So let me say this to you, okay? I love a calendar. To your point, if it ain't on the calendar, it don't exist. And so, we're 100% aligned in that. But I do feel that there are some specific ways that we treat our calendars, relationships that we have with our calendars, that will really allow us to be more functional and efficient in the week or in the month or what have you. One of the things I like to do, first of all, I highly recommend you do a time audit. I highly recommend you do a time audit, y'all, right? Like any event that you are just trying to figure out why in the world is my 24 different from her 24. She seems like she's just getting a lot of stuff done over here. My 24 looking like 8.5, right? Then I highly recommend you say, take a piece of paper, this is my piece of paper. It never ends. I love Remarkable. Shout out Remarkable. Y'all really should give me some stock or something, because I'd be like selling for y'all. But anyway, and I'll number it 1 through 24. That represents each hour of the day, right? Now we know that you're going to be asleep from a certain period of time. And so going ahead and you can block that and, true it up once you get up or go to sleep, right? But then those other hours, I know we're not thinking about it, but every hour on the hour, just really looking at what you're doing with your time and making sure that you're doing what you said you were going to do. Yeah. Because sometimes that calendar, and we've put the things on there. We meant to do it. We didn't do it, or it should have not been on there. And it's causing confusion, overwhelmed, anxiety, even when we're already that, right? And so we go to this calendar that, yes, I'm always organized, but you got some old systems on there. You got some things on there. It's not cleaned up. And so a time audit will really allow you to know. And I want you to remember, travel time matters too, right? We're putting these things in everything so that you can know exactly what you're doing with your time. Absolutely. And then once you know, and if you say, okay, I think that's pretty accurate. I think what I'm doing with my time is accurate, right? And then it's a matter of, the organization, right? So first of all, I don't think you're going to find that. I think you're going to find some holes, right? Some areas of opportunity where you can say, I can do something there instead. And that's what we're looking for, right? We're looking for areas of opportunity where you can find pockets of time for at least an hour or two, right? And we're going to call that deep work. We're going to call that deep work. That's CEO time. So we've got to create that time if you don't have that time. So we're going to play, I didn't ask you, but we're going to play like you didn't have it, and we're going to just go try to create 2 hours of time, right? 2 to 4 hours of time a week for CEO time. Okay.
Like
and
that.
so, and if you got it, great. But if you don't, right, then now we're looking to do that. How are we going to do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So I like to call this SHO, SHO. It's an acronym. It's Sunday Hour 1. What's that? It's like the very first, once I get up and get situated, if you go to church, get back, what have you. I would say do it before church. When you're in your own time, when it's your time. That first hour when it's your personal time and you're actually in the mode of let me get myself together for the week. You know, at some point on Sundays, it always happens when you're doing that, right?
Yeah.
I like to plan my week then.
Okay.
I like to have a master list, right? Because that master list is going to tell me. But on Sunday, hour 1, I'm truing it up. Right? And so I'm saying, okay, the things I say I want to do, is this what I want to do? Or the things I need to do, doctor's appointments, that's a different color code to your point, right? And so I'm doing that on Sunday.
Yeah.
Now, every day I'm doing that as well, but on Sunday, that is my big picture, right?
Okay.
Now, after I get my big picture, now on Monday, right, Monday morning, you know, so Monday morning I wake up from Sunday night. Guess what I did Sunday night? I wrote down my top 3. This is the thing I want to do.
Okay.
1, 2, and 3. Got to get done. Got to get
Priorities,
done.
yeah,
Yes.
those are the
Out of
priorities,
everything.
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3's got to get done.
Okay.
Right? And so I get it done or I'm working on it, right? When I go to bed at night, right before, when I'm winding down, because I'm not watching TV all the way up until I go to sleep, right? I'm winding down, I'm probably reading, meditating, writing stuff down for the next day. I'm probably writing the most important top 3 things that I'm getting done. So as soon as I get up, you know what I mean, hygiene and all this stuff, I've got my marching orders.
Got you.
Right? And so in addition to you having now an overseer for your week, right? Because you've sat down Sunday hour 1 and you've gotten yourself organized. Right? So that's going to give you a lot more confidence going in a week.
Absolutely,
but now you're doing another check-in at the top and at the bottom of the day. Every single day. Right? Because, you know, that's what CEOs do. That's what leaders do. We're going to make sure that we're being, we're checking in. We got to true that thing up. We got to make sure that it's what we said we were going to do.
Wow.
Right?
That makes so much sense because we do that, but it's not structured, so it doesn't give you what you need from it.
Right. And sometimes because it's not structured, you know, especially as Black women, can we just talk about a Black woman in a room? Listen, we will get something done and it's huge, and I do this, y'all, because I be knocking stuff out. I get things done, right? I'm a soldier, y'all. And so listen, I be like done, boo, done, boo, done. And next thing you know, I done did a lot of things and didn't even look up to celebrate myself. Right? Didn't even pause. Right? Next thing you know, you've done so many things, and so you're so desensitized to it. And I'm saying, hey, slow down. Write these things down. And so this 1, 2, 3, right? You're gonna now you're gonna have it every single day. Right? And so now you've also, in addition to making sure your life is more organized, and now you're not feeling as, you know, full anxiety filled because you're just like, I'm all over the place, right? You've taken the time to write down your thoughts. Now you've organized those thoughts into the top 3 out of all of these things I need to do. The top 3 things in my business I need to do as the CEO and the leader of my business, right? And we want CEO time to be stuff that, that's not worker time. I want to make sure you understand that, right? CEO deep work time, that is how am I moving my business forward? Right? And so that's not girl, let me put these jars together. Right? That's in the military, we call that's enlisted work, right? We doing officer work for CEO time. That's that deep work time. That's when you're the leader and you've got to create the different relationships. You've got to create the language for the sponsor, you know, that you're going to send an email to. It is seeing what days of the week or how many times of the month you're going to be able to go to a networking event and putting it on your calendar, right? And scheduling things out that helps you to move the needle. Revenue generating.
Wow. It's the time where that I guess creates the CEO.
That creates
CEO. The stuff that we don't think is what it is. That's exactly what it is.
That's how you make that salsa.
I love it. And then even back to your point about like, because I had to think about this a little bit. Right?
Think about it, sis. Think about it.
So when you were saying like, who is your clientele? Who is your niche? And I've talked about this before.
Okay.
So my brand of salsa costs higher. It's at a high end. And so, you know, sometimes we get so caught up, again, being African American and wanting to serve our people and everybody, and that's what it is. But it's also a price point that typically we find in the supermarkets. Well, this salsa is not just your salsa. It's so good.
No, that's right. It's that slap your mama salsa, y'all.
You know, and I speak with confidence, but I also speak with humbleness at the same time, because you know, that's who I want. I want, if you don't mind paying a little bit more for that sauce, that good stuff, you got to do that. And it's for that. You know, it is for everybody. Correct. But it's also not everybody. They might look at it and be like, you know what? Let me go on over here.
Let me get this other salsa.
Let me get this other stuff. But your taste buds gonna call you back. Okay, now so that's the other part of it too. Is I had to get very comfortable. Still have to get comfortable with knowing that. You know.
Ooh. So how's that going? Right? Are you speaking the language? Right. That speaks to the value. Right? Okay. So is that where you are right now?
Yeah, that's where I am right now. I'm good at talking it. I know what it is. I have the confidence of what it is.
Yeah.
But speaking to it in that way, I'm working on that too. Okay. Again, I like to film. I'm not in the camera all the time. But I let the people speak on it, you know, and I try to capture that footage because that's what pleases my soul. But also, I do have to speak sometimes.
Absolutely, right? Because you're the face of the company right now. So, like you say, you're the solopreneur. And so you got to come from outside that camera, right? And when we do it, you know, we've got to come right, come correct when we do.
Yeah. And that's why I appreciate you for having me, because I don't look for those opportunities all the time. But as I'm growing, I've realized like I can do that. But I do it in great spaces like this.
Yes, I love that. Yeah. So listen, maybe that is your niche, and it's okay to stand in that, right? Yeah. Baby, this ain't everybody's salsa. This ain't everybody's salsa, okay? Yeah. You want that little cheap $2.99, then you need to go on ahead and go to Publix or Kroger, okay? Food Lion, okay? But that's not what we doing here, okay? And that's okay. Did I stand in that confidence for you? And that's okay. And so we're not apologizing, y'all. We're not apologizing for good salsa that make you want to say, oh my gosh, this tastes like my grandmother, my abuelita. Okay, don't. Ooh, come on now. So, like, the question is, what amount of value do you truly put on something that when you taste it, you get the feelings of warm, warmth, Sunday afternoon with your family, right? Just familiarity.
Yes, on the deck with your margarita, with
what
your friends.
What do you pay for that?
Yeah.
So let me ask you, sis, how much a bottle? How much is the bottle?
So we have it depends on how you buy it. If you buy it at retail, you're gonna get it $7.99. Okay, that's your 16 ounce.
$7.99.
Yep, and on the side, you have to pay a little bit more.
Okay, how much is it? How much is it?
It's so for a large, it's $12. Okay, and that's your 16 ounce. Okay, now if you want the little 8 ounce, because some people like to try. I just had a friend in North Carolina. Yes, ma'am. And she ordered a 4-pack. Yeah. So that's 8 of this. So you get your 4 different flavors. So you have your mild and spicy salsa, which is your blended, and then you have your mild and spicy pico de gallo. So she wanted to try all 4. So that 8 ounce is $8. Okay. For now. Right now. Price is going up. Things happening in this world. But
so sis, let me go on ahead and do it. Let me go ahead and get it out the way. Okay. All right. After today, we're no longer going to have any type of apologetic energy about our prices. Okay?
Yeah.
Ashe.
Okay? I
I
feel that.
All right? Ashe. Yeah. Okay? We're not going to do it anymore. Yeah. And then on top of that, I need you to raise them price.
Yeah.
So I need you to first, the thing that you're kind of saying, you're saying, you know, our community, I'm hearing these things, and so I'm thinking maybe you're getting some feedback. Those aren't your clients, and that's okay.
And I don't even get any feedback, Bob. That's me.
That's just you? That's even worse. No, it's her. It's her, people look. So you're talking to yourself and answering the question.
It's me.
Okay, so we're not going to do that no more, right? Listen, y'all, we sometimes are our biggest challenges because we talk to ourselves, we think about it, we repeat the thoughts, and then we allow that to be the thing that rules our lives, okay? And we move in that. Now, Kimberly just said no one ever gave her that feedback, but she is saying, I know it's 12, but you're going to pay a little bit more for that? And I'm like, well, how much is it? I think she's about to say $37. Now she's saying $12.
Yeah. Nobody said it. You're right.
Okay.
That's my challenge.
So there you go. That's your challenge. Are you willing to let that go? And then what we just 100%. Talked about, right?
Listen, the jumbo is $20.
There you go.
And it's $20.
Boom.
Okay?
It's done.
$20. 32 ounces of
let it go. Boom. Y'all see how fast she let that go? There you go. That's it.
What it is.
Right? And the confidence that come along with that, the energy that comes along with that. Baby, you taking too much time apologizing for the prices versus telling them the value of the product. Tell them why you gonna slap your mama.
Yeah.
Right?
Absolutely.
That's what we're talking about.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm with you.
All right. Any other questions? What else you need from me, sis? Talk to me.
Oh my goodness gracious. Well, you've absolutely hit some things that I didn't even know I was really, I knew I was struggling, but couldn't articulate why.
Yeah.
So it's not about questions. It's really, like you said, in terms of organization.
Yes.
Taking a new way to kind of look at how I spend my time, how I organize, how I become a better CEO.
Yes.
And which in turn will help me become a better parent, a better, just all around person.
All around leader.
Yeah, yeah. So it's not questions. It's really just thank you, because those are things I thought about that. As I came here, I'm like, what is it that I want to get from this? I try to look at every experience as an opportunity.
Yeah.
What can I learn from Coach T? So that was, I think that came through conversation.
Yes.
And so I don't have questions. I just have a thank you, because then I have to go back, process all this. And I'm one of those thinkers. I don't get stuff right away.
Sure.
It
you
takes
gotta process it, let it marinate.
Yeah. Talk about it with my kids. I always talk to them about stuff.
I think they listening, But that's beautiful, man. Listen, I appreciate you, sister, and I appreciate your journey, what it is that you're doing.
Thank you.
Look, quality food, man, that's so important.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh,
that's the difference between quality health, life and death.
Yes.
And you're out here feeding us in a way. Like, why don't you tell the people where we can find you? Let us know where we can come and get this salsa, girl.
Yes, absolutely. So if you have any questions or anything like that, you can reach me by my cell phone, which is 804-482-1201. Okay, that's just my cell phone if you have any questions.
Okay.
Now, if you want to go to my website, www.sosalsa21.com, and that's SOSALSA 21.com. You can go there, see my page, see everything that I offer. Now, if you want to go buy some, you want to like go taste some, go to the market at 25th here in Richmond, Virginia, and they are selling. This is probably my second month now, and I love that space. It's a beautiful space. All these local vendors there. And also, if you're in the Petersburg area, I also sell at the Petersburg Library. They have a supermarket inside the library, which I never knew about. It's a beautiful market, some more local vendors, and you can get you some fresh salsa there.
Yes.
So those are the main places. RVA Black Farmers Market is coming up for the summer season, and that's June through November.
Wow.
The second and fourth Sundays of each month, and I will be there. That's where I got my
RVA
start.
Black Farmers Market. Shout out to my girl, Navy Johnson. Okay, let's go. I love that. So you're everywhere right now. You're doing all kinds of things.
Yes.
And so you're working on visibility, getting yourself out there more, right?
Yes.
But you're doing a lot of vending and stuff like that, right? What about, are you thinking, or have you thought about any type of virtual types of sales, right? Oh, maybe some kind of ebook, sis. Maybe some kind of download, right, that allows you to make some money in your sleep, a few extra duckies.
Been there, Coach T. I'm with you right there. I'm developing that because I want people to also know that salsa is not just for your chips.
Yes.
It's not just for tacos.
There you go.
We can
put that thing, like you said,
on everything. On everything.
I love that.
It's like all you got to do is try it, but you can incorporate it into all your meals.
Everything.
And,
I love that.
So,
listen, it sounds like you are on it. If there is anything else I can do to serve, help, and support you, let me know. But thanks so much, man. And I appreciate you taking the time and bringing your beautiful kids. Look at them. They've got a great relationship. She leaning on her big brother. They so cute, y'all. They so cute. They tall, too. I don't know where to get all the height from. Daddy probably linky. He linky, y'all.
Yeah.
He linky. I got it right.
6'2".
Oh, wow. Yeah, he's a big boy. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
But thank you. Thank you.
welcome.
I appreciate you so much. This was so awesome.
Thank
And
you.
yeah, you're a beautiful spirit. Keep killing it. If there's anything else I can do, you let me know. But in the meantime, y'all, thanks for coming out, joining us. Kimberly, thanks for being here. Y'all make sure y'all support this sister. Go and taste some of that salsa. Did you see her clap when she said, but if you want to taste this salsa? That's what she did. So y'all make sure you go to put in that salsa. Wait, don't we have some?
We do.
We got some salsa.
Yes, I always
Wait
come
a
with salsa.
minute.
Always.
Can you pass us the little thing over there, please?
Awesome.
I feel like we need that little bag of chips in that little brown bag before we get out of here.
Yes, let me
I know
see.
my camera guy about to kick me out, but that's all right. We're just gonna thank you so much.
Let me tell you what you got. So we got
Tell the people what you got.
This is so sauce. This is just what it looks like, just for the
right.
people. But I got a sample for everybody. Okay.
We got a little
now,
chips.
Coach T, do you like spicy or do
No,
you
I don't like it hot, girl. I don't like it hot. I'm hot enough.
We're gonna give her a little sample of the mild pico de gallo.
Okay, got a little mild. Got a little mild from me. Okay.
Yes, and then we also have the mild regular salsa, the
mild
blended
regular,
as well.
Mild regular. Okay.
And for those that do like the spicy, we do have the spicy salsa.
For those who like it hot.
Yes. And I didn't even show the label. Bam.
Well, whoever want my hot ones, y'all let me know. I'm gonna give it to you.
That's right.
I
And
might
it's
taste a little
spicy.
bit just to check it out.
It's
but
not
we gotta
too
check
hot.
this out. Which one we tasting? Which one we tasting real quick?
Let's do the pico de gallo.
All right, let's go
try your
pico. Let's
de
go
gallo,
pico.
Okay?
And I brought some little organic chips. Yeah, a little something,
okay.
a little corn chip. You know what I mean?
okay.
So we can just get up in there because
gonna
you know,
work
oh
on a
look, I
chip
done
for
towed
you,
the bag
too.
up, y'all. See,
That's
I
all right.
do too much. I do too much.
We're gonna work on a
We're
chip
gonna
for you,
check
too.
on it. Here, get you one too. Get
Yes,
you one too, girl. We're
absolutely.
gonna have to, toast and
Thank
stuff.
you, Coach.
I'm gonna give me a
Thank you.
good curly one. Wait a minute. I wanna get the depth of it. The depth.
Get that.
All right, there we go. Let me get in there and put this little bag down.
There
Hold
you
on,
go.
let me check this out here.
Cheers
All right.
to you.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers. Hold
All
up.
right.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Here we go.
Got a little messy.
Mmm.
How you like that, Coach T?
Oh, baby. Oh, that's so good.
You like that?
Oh, it's so fresh. Mmm.
Trying to tell you. The
girl.
cilantro,
That cilantro hidden.
the lime juice,
Oh, the lime juice.
That's what's all in here.
That's so fresh, y'all.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get me one more, but I'm gonna get out of here because we gotta go. But
You say it's so good?
it's so good
like
because
So Salsa.
it's so salsa.
Hello?
Period.
Hello?
I mean, seriously, y'all, this is good. This is. I'm gonna get you some. I'm gonna get you some. All right, that's it.
Thank
That's
you.
it. Bam!
All right, bye, y'all. Thank
Thank
you.
you, sis.
All right, no problem.
Bye.
Thank